Okay, hello everybody. Today's date is August 11th, 2015, and the time right now is about 10:09 because this phone fell out of its service contract before daylight savings time kicked in. So I'm going to prove to you the actual time, but it does reflect the right date by going to my other phone, the phone that I'm currently using, and the San Diego Police Department does have this phone number because they were given it on June 3rd or 4th when I got in that bike accident in La Jolla. I had to call the ambulance and the San Diego police arrived on the scene as a result. So what I'm going to do now is go to my calendar on this phone so I can prove today's actual date as well and the correct time. Time is 10 a.m. the 11th of August 2015. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is because I am at a hiking area that I am literally moving from today. What I do in order to be able to make predictions about what might happen to me and or any of my property as a result of me being gang stalked all over La Jolla, all over San Diego County, no matter where I go in the city of San Diego, is I make video predictions. I make predictions on Twitter, I got videos and audios on Instagram. You can go, right now what I'm going to do is show you my Twitter account so you can see the name of it, so you can go and research my the tweets that I've made on Twitter. Now this Twitter account goes by the name of Exposing Truth, but I spelled truth wrong. Let me get my glasses on real fast, and I gotta talk fast in this video because I gotta try and save as much video memory as possible on this video camera. Because it might be not until, I don't know, Friday or Monday before I can get to the library to upload this video. So I gotta be real prudent about my memory time. In case something happens, I can record that. So I'm gonna bring up my Twitter account so you can see the name of it here in a second. Hold on just one second. I should have had it brought up before I started this video, but I'm doing like 5 different things at once right now. Okay, now when you can clearly see that this says that I'm an activist, whistleblower, human trafficking rings operating in the San Diego government. I'm also a target of these criminals. I'm being assaulted for whistleblowing. Now this is the actual Twitter account. Now you can see that I accidentally spelled truth wrong. Hold on a second. Hang on one second. The phone, it's got the phone has the light on it dims when it's trying to save battery power. That right there is the at HIGGINS GGGG is the Twitter handle, and the Twitter name is called Exposing Truth, the way it's spelled on this video. Research the tweets that were made between August 7th, but especially 8th and 9th and 10th. And you'll clearly see that I'm being victimized as a result of whistleblowing. I'm in San Diego, California, and my name is Leslie Williams. So what I'm going to do right now is also show you my Instagram account, which basically goes by the same name, Exposing Truth. So let me put the password in, bring it up. Now, truth was also spelled the wrong way. It's a public account, so you can go into it in order to be able to witness the videos in it. There's evidence in this video. I'm sorry, in this Instagram account. And you can see that Exposing Truth is spelled EXPOSING THRUTH. So, this account, right now what I'm showing you, look at all these videos and other snap screenshot tweets that were made, all composed evidence. Okay, now in fact I'm going to show you this right here. I'm going to show you 3 text messages that these perpetrating whores sent me. These text messages, their links from this Instagram account was tweeted to the San Diego Police Chief Zimmerman on August 8, 2015, 3 days ago. Now, right here, what you're going to see is this right here is a tweet. that was sent by me pertaining to me being at another location on this property on Christmas Day 2014 at 10:09 a.m. You can clearly see that it says individuals involved in gang stalking of TTT, which is me, just walked by her HA area and said, gang stalk, why don't you call the cops and get her out of here. It was clearly made. This is a snap screenshot of that tweet from the Exposing Truth Twitter account. You can clearly see that the tweet was sent at 10:09 a.m. on December 25th, Christmas Day 2014. Now, look at the nature of the tweet. What it says, that they walked by my HA area, which means my hiking area, and said, gang stalk, why don't you call the cops and get her out of here. A threat while they're saying gang stalk. Now, concerning having me arrested for illegal lodging, camping. So, let's go back to what was sent to my phone from them on the same day. This is a tweet right here that they literally sent me. A text message, and it's a snap screenshot of it. As soon as it comes up, hold on a second. Alright, here it is right here. It says, I'm sending the police to your location now for illegal lodging and trespassing. Explain that to social services when you get arrested again. It was sent at 4:12 p.m. on the same day. Now, you know that when you get a text message, you can click on a feature in your phone called Details. By clicking on the text message, you can get the details of who sent it to you. The phone number, the date, the time, and so on. So what I did was, as a result of getting this text message, okay, is I made a snap screenshot of it with my phone, okay, and then posted it to Instagram. Now, going back to my album of what's in my Instagram account, this right here is a snap screenshot of the details of who sent that text message. There it is right there. Okay, now you can clearly see that it was received at 4:12 p.m. December 25th, okay, from that phone number, 619-821-6884. So, it was sent on the same date, but at a later time. Now, when you go back and review, and you should be able to see, you can clearly see that it is the details of that text message. It says, I'm sending the police to your location now for illegal lodging. See, what you do is you click on the text message and it brings up the details pertaining to who sent it. You can clearly see that it was sent on December 25th, the same day, Christmas Day, but at a later time concerning when I sent that tweet pertaining to what I heard that morning. Individuals involved in gang stalking of TTT just walked by her hiking area and said, gang stalk, why don't you call the cops and get her out of here. December 25th, 2014 at 10:09 a.m. So basically what they did was propped up people to walk by me at that hiking area on the same property this one's on, okay, and have individuals say these threats to induce fear that the cops are going to be called and that I'll be arrested for illegal lodging, hiking, camping. Then what they did later on in the same day is send me text messaging regurgitating the threat, which is right here. Oh, wait a minute, that's the wrong one. Which is right here. I'm sending the police to your location now for illegal lodging and trespassing. Explain that to the social services when you get arrested again. Sent at 4:12. I took a snap screenshot of it. Then I went back and took a snap screenshot pertaining to the details concerning who sent the text message. You can see it was clearly sent on the same date, but a later time. Proving, and this, again, when you click on a text message, which is it right there, I'm sending the police to your location now for illegal lodging, camping, and trespassing. Explain that, it says explain that to the police, okay? Explain that to social services when you get arrested again, okay? There's the information from it. So you can see that the threat was sent at a later time on the same day, proving that what I heard on Christmas Day at this time at 10:09 a.m. earlier in the day was true. And how did they get my phone number? The only ones that have my phone number are the San Diego Police, the San Diego Fire Department, and UCSD Hillcrest Medical Center and Social Services. Now, I'm going to also show you another tweet here, okay? I want you to look at this one. Gang stalk, why don't you come and take our stuff threats of stealing my property, will fuck you up, Leslie Williams will be killed. This was also sent to Chief Zimmerman on August 8, 2015, 3 days ago. The very next day, San Diego Police and other evidence was sent to her as well. And let me show you another tweet here. These are all snap. I'm sorry, this is a text message. These are all snap these are all snap screenshots of text messages they sent to my phone. Now, I want you to look at this. Gang stalk. Oh my God, weird. Does she really expect to stay at that new hiking location? Okay. Now, what they're basically doing is inducing fear that I'm going to be arrested for illegal lodging. How do they know my phone number? How do they know where I'm at? How do they know? Okay, and you notice how gang stalk, oh my God, crazy weird is mentioned in this? I was making videos all over the internet, okay, exposing how repeating these words and phrases are being said along all my routes, which I'm going to prove right now. These are 2 Instagram audio files. One event took place on Gilman Road, right up the street from this property, on Thanksgiving Day 2013, a year before these text messages were sent, 11 months before. Listen to this. Do you hear 2 men say gang stalk together? Then one says gang stalking. Then that same one says gang stalking, I'm gonna fuck you up. Now the whole event was caught on an audio of a tape recorder. Instagram only allows you to put 15-second long videos. So you don't hear these guys saying, oh my God, as well in the Instagram video, because it only allows you to upload 15-second long videos. But the event was caught on a tape recorder. That's how I was able to transfer it to Instagram. The whole tape recording event shows them also saying, oh my God. Do you hear these men say gang stalk, gang stalking, and gang stalking, I'm gonna F you up? Hold on. Listen. That took place on November 28, 2013 on Gilman Road after I left Ross Grocery Store and AMC Movie Theater. Okay, what you're about ready to hear right now is me being on a Yucca Valley bus, okay, in Yucca Valley, California, 11 months before that. Yucca Valley is 160 miles away from La Jolla, where I live. I left La Jolla to go out there for 1 week, came back. Go to YouTube and type in Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking Yucca Valley. 4 videos online. Okay? Do you hear a man say gang stalk? And a woman just flat out say gang stalking. Getting around me and repeating gang stalk, oh my God, which you can clearly hear me mentioning in this the description of this Instagram video. It's their way to intentionally mentally remind me that I'm being gang stalked. They're getting along all my routes every day and saying gang stalk, oh my God, gang stalk, weird, gang stalk, crazy, suck my you know what, and more. Okay, so I'm having to move from this location today because the San Diego Police and the San Diego Park Rangers came to this location within 21 hours of me sending indisputable audio and video evidence of me being gang stalked all over San Diego County. And the Instagram videos, the Instagram snap screenshots of me being threatened to be arrested for illegal lodging. Within 21 hours, they came to this area and gave me a ticket. I gotta go to court now and I gotta move. So, I want you to experience, I want you to be able to see what I have to experience as a result of being a victim of this crime. And please make a notation here in your mind in reference to the following statement. What you just heard from this phone, I was standing right here. Okay, this is the tent that's getting ready to be taken down right now because I'm literally getting ready to move from here. Literally, right after this video is made. I want you to listen carefully. When the San Diego Park Rangers came, 2 of them came, okay? 2 of them approached me, told me they were going to give me a ticket and so on and so forth. At first, I told them I wasn't going to give my ID because I was pissed off. So one said he's going to go call the police and then leave this immediate area to go wait for them. The other one stayed and stood right there. As I was talking to him, it took almost 30-40 minutes for the other one to come back with the police. So, as I was talking to the one that was standing right here, I got out my phone and I played him these audio files. He acted like he couldn't make sense of it. Now, Then when the other park ranger came with the San Diego police, 3 of them, they came up in here, walked through here, approached me over here, put handcuffs on me here, and then I said, look, I was explaining to him about why I'm homeless, because I'm being gang stalked. Go to Google and type in how gang stalking is directly connected to creating homelessness of targets. Google it. It's all over the internet. All over the internet. Hundreds of thousands of targets. Actually, it's notated that there are at least anywhere between 4.2 and 6 million gang stalking targets all over the United States. This crime is growing exponentially, okay, on a feverish scale. Do you really believe that you'll probably get at least anywhere probably between 900,000 and 3 million responses when you type in gang stalking and creating homelessness of targets? People who do not know each other, who have never talked in any way, shape, or form by phone, email, YouTube comment, conversations, whatever. They've never talked to each other whatsoever through any social means. Phones, any media platform that's on the internet, never shared their story with each other, are all describing the same exact crime happening to them in general, in reference to them experiencing homelessness as a result of gang stalking, them being evicted from their apartment complexes and motel rooms because of gang stalking, being gang stalked at their apartments, being gang stalked at motel rooms, being gang stalked by police, okay, falsified police reports about a target, being intentionally falsely diagnosed with mental disorders that they don't have at all, in order to discredit the mental stability of a target as a result of the target complaining about being a victim of this crime, and also to use the false mental diagnoses for insurance fraud and possibly even absolutely illegal syndicated probate control by claiming the target can't take care of themselves because they're homeless and won't get out of it, and that they're claiming they're being stalked by people they don't know. This is part of racketeering schemes of why the homelessness is created to begin with. So when you go to Google and type in policing gang stalking, and it's all over the internet that they're being implicated of it by thousands and thousands and thousands of people all over the internet. They're being implicated to be directly connected to gang stalking expeditions. Do you really believe that they're not involved in it? Absolutely. So when they came up in here, okay, I said, look, I'm homeless because of the gang stalking. You guys want to investigate it, therefore I'm caught and remained in the victimization of it. I literally flat out told them at least 4 times that I was homeless because gang stalking created the homelessness of me. Then I went on to tell them that I got indisputable audio evidence, okay, that I'm being gang stalked. I told them part of how I'm being gang stalked, which is what I just showed you. People being propped up along my routes and literally mentioning the name of the crime that's happening to me in the same exact identical way every day, everywhere I go. Tape recorders don't lie, and they can't have a mental illness. Now, these Instagram links were sent to Chief Zimmerman on the 8th. They came here 21 hours later. How'd they know where I was at? Anyways, so when they came here, I said, look, I told them what I've already aforementioned, and I said, look, will you please let me show you this audio evidence so I can prove to you that I am being gang stalked? Then you can say, okay, you're being gang stalked, and then you can listen to me about how the homelessness was created, and then you can investigate the gang stalking. So they allowed me to take out my phone to play them these audio files, one standing literally right here where I'm pointing. Now, do you see where my feet are? Look where my hand is. See where my feet are? Look where my hand is. The other one was standing right here. The third one was standing there, and both San Diego Park Rangers are standing there. Every single, all 3 San Diego police officers said they couldn't make sense of the audio file. In other words, they were saying they couldn't make sense of it of gang stalking being said. Total, complete lie. Now listen to this. As I was playing it to them, the tape recorder that is attached to a pouch on my bra, which is even recording right now with the microphone at the top, was recording the whole event. After they left, I replayed the audio file. The evidence from the phone that I just got done transferring to the video of gang stalking being said, me being threatened, okay, was caught on the tape recorder. Clearly caught on the tape recorder, because I replayed the audio file, and you can clearly hear gang stalking, I'm gonna fuck you up, and then the Yucca Valley video from Instagram was clearly picked up on a tape recorder. And the tape recorder, let me put this back in that pouch on my bra. Hold on a second. Now let me show you how this tape recorder is positioned. Do you see the top of it right here? This is where the microphone is. Now, once I put this shirt back up, you can see that the tape recorder is right below the neck collar attached to my bra. So, the police officer is standing right here when I got out my phone to play them these Instagram audio files. Now, I took the phone, I physically took the phone, I'm going to get it out again, but I'm not going to turn it on. I took out the phone with the Instagram videos playing. He's standing right here and literally held the phone right up next to him because I wanted it to be transferred and heard on his camera that was on his chest playing. I mean, videotaping the whole thing. Now, let's take a look at this. The phone is literally right next to his chest with these audio files playing. Okay? And my tape recorder that's attached to my bra, here's my foot, here's my body, here's my tape recorder. Okay? Look at the distance. The tape recorder clearly picked it up. The phone is right next to his body, yet he's claiming he couldn't hear it. But the tape recorder, when you play it back, clearly shows it being said. Clearly. Like, in other words, you hear, I'm going to say the word, listen to this. I'm going to say a sentence right now. I am going to go to Walmart. Do you see how clear you hear me saying that? Well, that is how clearly the tape recorder picked up gang stalking being said in the aforementioned ways you just heard pertaining to these Instagram audios. So why are they denying they're hearing it? Because police are directly involved in gang stalking. Now let me show you what I got to go through in order to move. I got a bike, and you know what they're doing to my bike? My bike is parked about 150 feet away. They're flattening the tires of it, and guess what else they did? They took one of those hexagon wrenches, I don't know what you call them, Allen wrenches, and what they're doing is readjusting my brakes so the brakes keep rubbing against the rim of the bike, so when I go to get on the bike to ride it, I can't ride it because the brakes are literally locking onto the tires. Literally. Which causes extreme physical exertion to try and ride the bike. Okay? Absolutely. Absolutely. And I don't have my bike tool here with me right now to unloosen it and readjust it. They're also flattening my tires. They flattened my tires twice in the past 10 days. Okay? Now so I got a rack on the back of my seat, and on that rack is a basket. I want you to look at this. This is what I gotta use. This is what I gotta take with me today to put in the basket on my bike while trying to ride the bike. This has at least got to be 10 pounds, 15 pounds. And we're gonna see if the bike is stolen or if there's any flat tires when I go to it today to leave here. Okay. I also gotta carry this big old thing and this heavy thing on my back. And this is how I have to live as a direct result of the San Diego Police and the San Diego Sheriff's Department not investigating what's happening to me. Now, these crimes have occurred on RR Colony 5-1F. I give code names to these locations because when I make videos and say, like every day when I get up, excuse me, I'll post on Twitter, I'm at RR Colony 5-1F. Let's see if I'm assaulted, arrested, robbed, raped, whatever, to post it on Twitter. That way, if any of these things happen after the tweet is sent, when you send a tweet, it shows the date and time it was sent. If any of these things happen after the tweet is sent, it'll prove this is happening to me because what's the likelihood? Every single thing that's happened to me was predicted before it occurred. In email files, video files, and I'm talking about video files that were also published too, audio files, blogs, petitions, and more. So, notaries and everything. Every single thing that has happened to me, 5 assaults, okay, were all predicted before they occurred. So, every single time that I've experienced individuals saying gang stalk around me every day in the same exact identical way at different places, locations, okay, repetitively in the same exact way you just heard. Well, not like, they don't say I'm gonna fuck you up every day. They just basically say gang stalking, oh my god, crazy, suck my dick. Yeah, in the same exact way every day, everywhere I go. Different people, different locations. So how can that be happening if I wasn't being tracked in real time? So if I'm being tracked in real time to prop up the same exact identical harassment every day, do you really believe that they're not gang stalking me to my hiking area? And since it's all over the internet that the police are involved and connected to gang stalking, do the math. You can also go to Google and type in cell phone tracking and gang stalking. GPS. Is that how they know where I'm camping at so they can prop up bullshit excuses to come here to give me tickets for illegal lodging? Absolutely. Do you really believe that thousands upon hundreds of thousands, if not millions of responses that the police are connected to gang stalking, and then GPS tracking of your cell phone connected to gang stalking, that this isn't happening the way that the internet is suggesting? how do you think that they're propping up all this identical verbal harassment, which is identical to a T, happening to me every day, everywhere I go, if this crime wasn't, if I wasn't being tracked? See, they act like all they got to do is say, well, we're not sure that's evidence. Okay, it doesn't sound like what you're describing, or I can't clearly hear it. Is there bullshit? That's literally what they say. They literally say, I can't clearly, understand what they're saying. Total bullshit. If my tape recorder can clearly pick it up, the phone was literally this far away from me, the cop standing right next to where I was holding, literally right, in other words, do you see me right now? Check this out. This phone, okay, look how close I'm holding this phone up right now to my chest. Look, okay? This is literally how close this phone was being held to that San Diego police officer, the one that had his video camera on recording on his chest. And that's the reason why I held it up next to him. So this evidence could get caught on that video. His video will either be edited or they will maneuver me to where it will never be shown in court. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, fellow American citizens, if I'm holding this up this close to his chest and playing that audio file, okay, while he's way over here, and then the tape recorder that's running on me on my chest clearly picked it up and said, how can he say he couldn't make sense of it? That's total bullshit. You know it, and I know it. And they're nothing but lying criminal whores. So far, this moving event has cost me at least $30 because of the money that I had to spend yesterday to buy additional camping gear, okay? So, because I can only carry so much with me on my bike when I have to move. I've had to move now 4 times in the past 3 months. And that's not including just like picking up my backpack and duffel bag and then just leaving this spot and going to another spot. I'm talking about having to make multiple trips back and forth to each location to bring my shit with me. They're tying me up intentionally in the constant busyness of moving, okay, which distracts me from being physically and mentally available to look up lawyers on the internet, go to them, okay, and sue the San Diego police, the city of San Diego government for at least the gross negligence of duty as a result of me being kept in the victimization of this because of them not investigating it. Now, a few days ago, I made a tweet, within this last week, I made a tweet that I'm preparing to sue SDPD, SDSD, and UCSD police. Go to Google and type in cyber surveillance and gang stalking. Do you really think that's an accident? Every single time, that I have put information online that I am preparing to go to lawyers to sue the San Diego Police Department in the city of San Diego, I've either been arrested for illegal lodging, assaulted, and or forced to move, or psychologically intimidated to move. Every single time. I've been falsely arrested now twice, brutally assaulted 5 times. Do the math. So this filthy whore, Chief Zimmerman of the SDPD, and that's what she is, because a criminal who's taken my... When I go to buy a pack of cigarettes, I pay taxes. When I go to buy food, when I go to buy a charger for my phone, I pay taxes. So that filthy whore can go to work and get paid by my taxes that I pay, while she's ignoring the victimization of me, leaving me in the victimization of this crime. That gives me every right to call her a whore, especially since human trafficking is directly a criminal motivation that they have for the targets of this crime. They're literally trying to see what they're doing by not investigating this is buying wiggle room. They're buying time. So the crime can continue until it brings about its objective, using even the courts for it. Now, if you go to YouTube right now and typed in Stockton, San Antonio, you're going to see 2 women being covered on a news broadcast. Both these women were raped in their own homes because of gang stalking. If they take a legal syndicated probate control of a gang stalking target by trying to claim that they're mentally ill and that they can't take care of themselves because they're homeless, and that they claim they're being stalked by people they don't know, so therefore they're probably paranoid schizophrenia, that's how they get the probate control, and then place them in a syndicated run organized crime group home that is directly owned and connected to the gang stalking. Do you honestly believe for 1 second that they're not going to drug that target's food and have them raped so they can videotape it and sell it to pornography groups, and so they can pay off syndicate members for their work through sex? If you go to Google and type in the movie, I think the movie, the following is movie titles about human trafficking: Eden, Taken 1, 2, and 3, and Trade. All of those movies show that all these victims being drugged. Okay, except for Eden, even though I think maybe there was some drugging in the movie Eden. But listen to this. I was also all over the internet exposing how police and firefighters are directly connected to gang stalking, and gang stalking is directly connected to human trafficking before the movie Eden came out. If you buy the movie Eden, E-D-E-N, human trafficking, look it up on YouTube and Google, and then once you watch it, guess how this girl is abducted in the beginning? Through a firefighter. She's taken to a place where a bunch of girls are being held, run by a police officer. What's the likelihood of that happening, okay, if I wasn't telling the truth to begin with? That means somebody in Hollywood knows the truth. Because I was all over the internet for years exposing how fire department personnel is involved in gang stalking, and how the police are involved in it, and how gang stalking is directly connected to human trafficking. Then the movie Eden comes out, and a firefighter was responsible for taking this girl to a place. They sat in a car. A person arrived in a truck, knocked the girl out. She woke up in a place where a bunch of women were being held, run by a police officer. And all these women were being human trafficked. So buy the movie Eden. Now, I was already all over the internet years before saying the police and the fire department are directly connected to gang stalking, and gang stalking is directly connected to human trafficking. What's the likelihood of that occurring if they're not involved in this shit? So, when we are victims of crime and can't run to the police or the San Diego District Attorney's Office or the Chief of Police, or if we are intentionally, creatively kept away from victim services, we are left in the victimization of this crime until the crime can achieve its objective. Again, go to YouTube and type in stalked in San Antonio. 2 women raped in their own homes. And specific testimony that each one of these 2 women gave in this news broadcast that was broadcast on February 17, 2010 by Ken 5 in San Antonio, Texas. I had already put in emails and in blogs that were hacked into by the perpetrators in Michigan about how they entered my apartment and turned on all the lights. The first woman states that they did that to her in the news broadcast. The second woman stated that they entered her home, stole some jewelry, and replaced it at a later date. I got indisputable evidence online and in emails that that's what they did to me in Michigan. Think about this. These are statements made by me in electronic platforms years before these 2 women were victimized in the same way. So, fellow American citizens, fellow La Jollans, I'm going to move from here today. And I'm guaranteeing you right now there's a great likelihood I'm going to be assaulted, robbed, raped, or arrested again, or given a ticket for illegal lodging at the next place I move to, including on my way to it. Am I being surveilled by MTS Transportation Services? In reference to, when I take buses to get back and forth from grocery store to hiking area, are they communicating with any persons in government in reference to where I'm getting off at the bus at? Is my phone being GPS tracked? In other words, check this out, in closing. Right now I'm standing, which means that they can, through Cartesian coordinates at least, they can figure out that my phone is stationary. When I start walking, they can see that I'm walking to another area. So if I start walking with my bike, go 10, 15 miles away from here or whatever to another location, they can vector that GPS signal and then prop up the police. They can prop up anybody to act like they heard me or saw my property. That way the police, when they arrive and arrest me or give me another ticket for illegal lodging, they can say, well, look, I don't know what you're talking about concerning this gang stalking. The San Diego Park Rangers stood right there yesterday and said, what's gang stalking? When San Diego Park Rangers are already all over the internet to be implicated in another crime concerning another San Diego victim concerning parks. Absolutely. Go to YouTube and type in Christie exposing San Diego SDPD corruption part 1 and 2. Do it. You'll literally see in her second video that she was exposing human trafficking in the canyon, and I'm in Rose Canyon. Our Colony 5 stands for the railroad tracks that are right over there. I'm right off of Colony, okay? And 5, the Interstate 5 is right next to it. So I've been using this location as RR Colony 5-1F. Which means that it's the 5th place that I've been gang stalked at on this friggin' property. And the place I was at before here, I literally caught an individual saying gang stalking on my tape recorder. Uploaded it to Instagram. So that happened on May 10th. So if you go to my Instagram account, check it out and listen to it extremely closely and you'll hear him say it. Alright, I gotta go. So what I'm going to do is hide some property I can't take with me. I can only carry so much on my bike. If I come back to this area in the next week and any of my property is stolen, it will be the San Diego Park Rangers. And all they had to do is say you were given 3 days to take your shit. And that is done to get me to go through the money to replace it. The only way you can human traffic somebody, baby cakes, is that if they ain't got no money, no food stamp, no IDs, no bus passes, no evidence, and so on. You understand? So if I come back here, and I'm talking about clean clothes, camping gear, extra tents, and more, is creatively hidden at this area. If I fucking come back here and anything is stolen, it'll be them, no matter what they say. Alright, I gotta go. I'm in San Diego, California. If I'm arrested, assaulted, raped, robbed by anybody, including law enforcement, if I get arrested, it'll be nothing but gang stalking, period. Including all hiking areas, walking areas, bus routes, bus stops, any place. If any negative things happen to me in the next 45 days, no matter where it happens at, it'll be directly connected to gang stalking, and that includes rape, okay, and assault in detention centers in case they throw me in jail in reference to the illegal lodging ticket I got yesterday, or day before yesterday, on the 9th. Alright, I gotta go. Today's date is August 11th. 2 days after they were here, I'm in San Diego, California. I gotta go because I gotta get moving. Thanks for listening, everybody. Have a good day.